It's an exceptional apparatus. An absolutely astounding work of art. Wouldn't you agree? Right! Now, at first, things do need to be said manually. But, from this moment forward, it works entirely on its own.
It's very dry out here. Perhaps it might be best that we return to the Commandant's office.
Things do go wrong, of course, from time to time, but no matter. I have memorized a detailed contingency plan to make sure that such problems will be very brief in passing.
We may get dehydrated, of course, if we don't.
Of course! Of course! But let me get you a seat. The Commandant has already gone over the basic components of the apparatus with you, I assume?
I don't believe he did.
Of course he didn't! Pardon me, but I must speak frankly and, I trust in confidence. The new Commandant, how does one say it? He does fine. You can be sure he keeps order, certainly. Let's just say he lacks appreciation for the subtleties of my work. This is in stark comparison to the old Commandant. You do know all about the old Commandant, I gather.
No, I'm afraid not.
Of course you don't. It is not a stretch to say that the entire organization of the whole of the penal colony is his work. He was a perfectionist. We, his loyal subjects and friends, knew long before he died that such perfection could not be altered in any way, no matter what scheme his successor could cook up. Here before us stands the apparatus, unique in the world, as there is only one. As you can see, it is comprised of 3 main components. In the course of time, each has acquired a kind of popular nickname. The bed, draftsman, harrow.
Harrow?
Yes. It's a good name for it. It works a bit like a harrow, only contrived with much more artistic skill. Come. Closer, see for yourself. The prisoner is laid onto the bed. I'm going to describe the apparatus. This heightens awareness and therefore appreciation. The prisoner is laid face down and naked onto a thin layer of cotton wool. You'll find out why later. There are straps here and here for the hands and feet, and the felt gag is shoved into his mouth to keep him from screaming.
That's cotton wool.
Only the finest. Go on. Go on. Touch it. See for yourself. Marvelous texture, wouldn't you agree?
Yes, I suppose so. It doesn't feel like cotton.
It's especially prepared cotton. Everything about the apparatus is specially prepared.
Yes, well, the prisoner lies down.
Ah, yes, now, pay attention, because this is where it gets really exciting. Both the bed and the draftsman have an electric battery. The bed has one for itself. The draftsman has one for the harrow. As soon as the prisoner is laid on the bed, it begins to quiver in very rapid, minute vibrations. These vibrations work from both left to right and up and down. They work in conjunction with the movements of the harrow. The harrow itself carries out the sentence.
What is the sentence?
You mean you don't know that either?
Well, should I have?
Well, no. I suppose not. Pardon me if my explanations come off as incoherent. I have a tendency to get ahead of myself. You see, the Commandant used to do all the explaining. The new Commandant seems to find such matters to be inessential and better left uninformed. Even so, being that the colony is graced with a prestigious and important guest such as yourself. No. Really. That alone should at least be enough to uphold basic standards. I apologize. I really am truly sorry.
Really, I'm not offended in the slightest.
Good!
Does he know his sentence?
No.
He doesn't know the sentence that has been passed on him.
No.
Does he even know he's been sentenced?
No.
Well, then he has no chance to defend himself.
Defend himself.
Yes, defend himself. Is there even ample evidence to ascertain guilt?
this is where the matter stands. I have been appointed judge of the penal colony. I have but one guiding principle, which has served me perfectly well. Guilt is never to be questioned. Logically, therefore, it needn't be analyzed. It just is. And just is justice enough. Other courts may operate on different principles, but this is never the case here. At least, not in the old commandant's time. The new commandant has shown inclination to interfere with my judgments, but I have circumvented such objections and will continue to do so. Come, have a look at the needles. As you can see, there are two types. The long one does all the writing. The short one sprays a jet of water to wash away the blood and filth. This ensures that the inscription is legible. The water and blood are conducted under the bed here. It is then diverted into the waste pipe and dumped into the pit. Sorry you had to see that. Now, in the draftsman are the cogwheels that control the movements of the harrow. And this machinery is regulated according to the inscription required by the sentence. You see, the script can't be a simple one. He's not supposed to kill the man straight away. Only after an interval of, on average, 12 hours. At which time the judgment has been fulfilled, and we, the soldier and I, bury him. It is the 6th hour which is reckoned to be the turning point, for it is at this time, in an electrically heated basin, at the edge of the bed, that some warm rice pudding is poured. If the man is inclined to do so, he may have as much as his tongue can lap. Interestingly enough, they never miss a chance. And my experience is extensive. Ah, here it is. Read it.
I can't.
You're just not looking at it right. Here, look closer.
Really, it's very ingenious. I just can't make it out.
It needs to be studied closely. After all, we're not making calligraphy for cretins. It says, honor thy superiors. By the end of the day, you'll be able to read it. The demonstration will make all clear. So, I trust the apparatus has been explained to your liking?
Yes, I feel I know everything.
Then I suggest we start with the demonstration straight away. That all right with you?
Of course. I'm in your hands.
it up! May I speak to you in confidence? I overheard your invitation from the new commandant. I know the new commandant. I know how he thinks. He's calculated it all very carefully. You are a foreigner. You are maybe conditioned by elitist ways of thought, and therefore do not approve of capital punishment or punishment in general. Even if that's not the case, it is obvious that the apparatus has no public support. And the apparatus itself is in shambles. I was simply delighted when I heard that you were to attend the execution all by yourself. The commandant arranged this as a blow to me, but I shall turn it to my advantage. And now, I must ask you, help me against the new commandant. No.
Would you like an explanation? I do not approve of your procedure. Even before you took me into your confidence, and I shall never, under any circumstances, betray your confidence. I was already wondering whether it'd be my duty to intervene and whether or not my intervention would have the slightest chance of success. I couldn't bring myself to say this to you earlier because of how passionate you are. Despite all that, it cannot influence my judgment. This procedure, it's just no good. You do not know what I intend to do. I will give my assessment of the procedure to the Commandant, but not at a public conference. I won't be here for it in any case. I plan to leave tomorrow morning.
So, you did not find the procedure convincing?
No. I'm afraid not. I'm truly sorry.
Well, then the time has come.
You're free. Go. Read it.
I've already told you I can't.
Be just. Be just! It says be just! Be just!
I'm prepared to believe you.